I never dreamt, you see, when I started out doing science, that I'd be involved in a highly controversial theory. You don't think that at all. My initial ambition always was to work in the lab and do hands-on science, just like an artist wants to be with his brushes and paints and canvas and things will come along. He doesn't expect to produce a masterpiece, does he?
Gaia, G-A-I-A.
This is a man who thinks the world is coming to an end.
James Lovelock is responsible for the Gaia theory.
Planet Earth is a self-regulating system,
which seeks to explain why the Earth behaves as it does, was a landmark in modern science.
It's going to play absolute mayhem with our civilization in the next 10 or 100 years.
He may be right, and he's had a track record of being right in the past, so he may be right in this case too. I hope he isn't.
James Lovelock's scientific masterpiece, his Gaia hypothesis, stunned the world and divided the scientific community. It proposed that the Earth is able to regulate its own atmosphere, and that to interfere with that process would lead to catastrophe.
It is important, it's extraordinary, it's incredibly timely. It can be compared with the revelations that we're not at the centre of the universe.
I would rank the Gaia theory as being in the same category of scientific advance as Darwin's theory of natural selection.
For many, Gaia theory was a milestone in our understanding of the planet. A way of looking at the world so different that it challenged not only scientific orthodoxy, but also the way in which science is practiced. A challenge launched not from a school of thought or institution, but from one extraordinary individual.
I think James has two related qualities which go some way towards explaining his evolution as one of the most important scientific thinkers of the last century. And the two qualities are individualism and directness of mind.
Lovelock can think in straight lines, but he can also think round corners.
James's capacity to think outside the box is exactly because he doesn't recognise the box.
For some, James Lovelock is a maverick. Certainly he is an outsider. Lovelock himself insists that minds like his can only work outside the confines of the mainstream scientific establishment. And so for 40 highly successful years, he's been pursuing science on his own, having abandoned the labs of NASA and British academia for his garden shed.